Second?
All in favor? That is approved. First on the agenda, we have some town employees here tonight that the board wanted to bring in, not just to thank the employees, but also to let the public know the type of employees we have here at the town of Raynham. The board discussed it a few weeks ago, that about 3 weeks ago, there was some flooding at Town Hall. Mr. Buckner was in Utah fishing, and the rest of us were fishing here, inside the Town Hall. And some of our employees who acted well outside their job descriptions took it upon themselves to clean Town Hall and rid us of about 1.5 inches of water on 2 separate occasions. And so I personally wanted to bring you all in to thank you, and then I'll open it up to the board. But also I think it's important from time to time that the public sees, especially now where public employees are often the target of criticism, to see the efforts that all of you put forward on behalf of the town of Raynham. And again, I emphasize above and beyond your job descriptions. And so I just say thank you to all of you for that. To the board, Mr. McKinnon.
I think Dennis Bashar is going to bring in a garden hose to spray you as part of your tribute. But when I heard what you people had done, I wasn't surprised, which is, in other words, that's a tribute to you also, the fact that we know what kind of workers we have and the people we have. And so they broke the mold, and I appreciate everything you've done. Thank you very much.
Who was it, the one that had to roll up their pant legs all the way up to the Gail? Gail. And slosh around and walk barefoot. Well,
Thought you were on a television show called What Would You Do?
What Would You Do? Right, right.
So you rolled up.
Yeah. Knowing all of you, as long as I've known all of you, like Dawn has too, and Randy, it's not surprising that you wouldn't just jump in and know something had to be done and just do it. You don't wait to be asked to do something. You do it no matter what. You always have. You're great, great people to work with. I've worked with all of you on that side of the fence, and I'm really proud to know all of you. And I thank you so much for getting in there, cleaning it all up, getting outside, cleaning all the stuff off the grates and everything so the water would flow. And I hope we don't have another situation like that again. I know we asked Dennis to take some steps to try to see what, to correct it in some way, but thank you all very, very much. We really appreciate it. Good job.
Thank you. You're all in line for the John Cucinato Award.
Yes, oh, that's it, we forgot that, yeah.
Which Randy Buckner started 3 years ago.
Randy started that.
A tribute to Barbara Saliza.
Right.
So you're all in running, you're in the finals. Can't promise anything, but you're in the finals.
But you're in the finals.
Thank you.
You're right.
Now, see,
Masha.
now, you owe me a nickel because I told you that she would say that.
I owe him a nickel.
No, I have no lines. I just listen to you and steal them.
She's famous for her one-liners.
That's right.
Right? Famous for her
Thanks
one-liners.
again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Standing ovation.
Standing O.
Moving on, seeing no department heads or committees. Appointments tonight, we have the report and recommendation of the Accountant Search Committee. Mrs. Smith, you headed that up. I'll turn this over to you.
Thank you. We did have a committee, and the committee was Dwayne Wheeler and Mike Lally, Randall, Linda, and myself. Oh, and Mark Antine. And Mark Antine and myself. And we got our applications in. We reviewed and interviewed people for the position. And we have a young lady with us here this evening who is the finalist in that endeavor. She comes very well recommended. She's worked in the town of Abington and also in the town of Wareham. She has many certifications. She has been certified municipal certification for town accounting. And all around, looks like she's going to be a pretty good asset to us. And her name is Elizabeth Zielinski. And I would so move that she be appointed upon the negotiation period with Mr. Buckner, he would go over that with you, and if it's acceptable to you, that she would be appointed for a year, or I believe that's the term of the contract.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Liz, would you like to say anything? If so, just attend the podium.
I would like to say thank you for your consideration, and I will do my best for the town of Raynham. And by the actions of the board tonight, by how you thanked your employees, I thought that was wonderful. And that's
Your microphone.
congratulations to you as well.
Go ahead. Well, yeah,
Thank
thank you, Liz.
Welcome on board. Thanks for taking it.
If you want to just coordinate with Randy tomorrow on the contract.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right, moving on, public hearings, none tonight. New business, we have one request from the Lions Club for a one-day liquor license on August 6th for the annual chicken barbecue, 3 to 9 p.m., and it's been approved by Park and Rec.
Move to accept.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
That's approved. Any new business, Mr. McKinnon?
Nothing, sir.
Mrs. Smith?
Nothing, sir?
Old business, we have one item, Old Mill Spring Ponds, Fred Leroy. And I am in search of my memo. We've received correspondence from both the Commonwealth and from Alan Perry, the health agent. Both have recommended that after the hearing, he has fulfilled all requirements relative to testing. They've all come back negative, which means there's no cause for concern in that water. And Mr. Perry is recommending the permit to be extended until June 30th, 2012, with the caveat that all materials be turned in prior to that date for the permit to be renewed, and so as to avoid this process from having to happen again next year. And so that is Mr. Perry's recommendation, and it was substantiated by Joan Ganoski, MA Food Protection Manager.
I would move to accept, to issue the permit based on the recommendations of Mr. Perry.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
That hearing is now closed, and we thank all for their assistance on that. Any other old business, Mr.
Nothing,
McKinnon?
sir.
Mrs. Smith?
No, sir.
Okay. Town Administrator's Report, Mr. Buckner.
But I know we received something from Mr. Brown, Ari Brown, last meeting on contract to do the audit for the next 3 years. And I would recommend that the board award that audit to Mr. Brown and company. They've done a great job, and they've held the price to the same amount since they began with this 5 years ago.
Second?
All in favor? That's approved.
The old high school bio committee has a meeting coming up with town Bridgewater officials and Jeff Wilson from the Department of Education to discuss the status of the buyout and to get the Department of Education's perspective. As you know, the Commonwealth, through the department, paid for about 70% of the cost of construction of the old high school, and so they have a viable interest in the building. So we'll get their perspective and see what Bridgewater is willing to do. Selectmen summer schedule, just a reminder to all that there will be no Selectmen's meeting next Tuesday evening, and the town offices will be closed as well. And one other note, I had the sewer department here today looking at the drainage for the town hall. They have the equipment, the snake and the thing, so they didn't find any obstructions. Mr. Gallagher, who's a PE, is going to take a look, maybe shoot some elevations. He looks like there's too much water. The walkway is pitched towards the steps, and there's too much water coming in for that pipe to handle. And so he's going to take a look at that. Dennis had a good suggestion, I think, and we'll follow up on that. Hopefully we'll come to a solution. We can't have water in the building every time it rains, that's for sure.
I think that's not acceptable.
Not a good idea.
Thanks, Randy. Any questions?
Thank you, Mr. Buck.
Okay.
Selectmen's Report, Mr. McKinnon.
Nothing, sir.
Mrs. Smith?
I'm good.
Same here. Correspondence, we have the June fire activity report, 120 calls total. 10 ambulances given, 1 received, 1 fire given, 2 received. A memo from Linda King, treasurer collector, alerting us that they've purchased the new inserter folder machine from Pitney Bowes and asking us to place the old machine in the office of our deputy collector, who does a lot of mailings for delinquent tax bills.
That's fine, I would move to accept that because of the fact that they're only going to give us $1 for a trade-in on it, so.
who they think they're dealing with.
No,
Yeah.
no way, we'd
Yeah.
get more than that at
Likely.
auction, at least $1.50.
$4, yeah, $4.
At least.
We have
I made
our
the
second-
motion.
Thank you.
Second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have our pride, not much, but we have.
We have a number of contracts here from Roger Stolte, Highway Superintendent. Award of reclamation bid with injection, award of pavement reclamation, award of pavement cold milling contract, award of in-place asphalt contract, and award of drainage contract, asking our approval on all.
Move to accept.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
That is approved. From Senator Pacheco, in response to our support of the tax-free holiday, letting us know that if it comes up, which it looks like it's going to, he will keep our thoughts in mind. Action alert from the MMA letting us know that the Governor, Senate, and House have approved changes to municipal health insurance, and I know Mr. Buckner and I have had a few conversations on that. He will have more updates for us as what exactly the law allows and doesn't allow gets fleshed out.
I have in fact, I have a meeting tomorrow. The Southeastern Mass Health Group is having a special meeting on this very subject tomorrow in North Attleboro, and we'll be discussing, it's fairly complex, but it seems to be a good law, so.
Well, here's your invitation to the Pro Home Open House.
Oh, well,
So we were talking
Gee.
about this before the meeting. Pro Home is having an open house on September 15th. All are invited to the free event, and it's 5 to 7 p.m. Formal invitations to follow.
Yeah, sure.
formal invitation to follow, I hope so.
A few tag days. Eileen Connors is looking to do tag days on December 3rd and December 10th for world-class gymnastics and chair in Lakeville. What is the board's pleasure?
That's it.
Move to accept it.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Press time. Mark from the Gazette. Anything for us tonight, Mark?
Not much. Actually, I don't have any questions.
Okay. Seeing no community or citizen input, emergency business.
None, sir.
What is the board's pleasure?
Move to adjourn, pay the bills with no business to be conducted after.
Second.
Second, and we will
Not even
reconvene.
close to being
Yeah.
elected
I know.
level.
Reconvene in 2 weeks. We are adjourned. Thank you.